What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Too Much Tech. And in today's video we are going to be reviewing the Durgod Fusion. This one is the retro color wave. Huge shout out to Durgod for sending over this keyboard a little bit early. They do have their campaign running on Kickstarter right now, so be sure to check out the link in the description below if you are interested in picking up this keyboard. It may not be live now. I think it's going to go live within the next few days or so be sure to check back and see if it's available for purchase, because I think they have a deal going on for early birds. You get about 50% off the full price of the keyboard, and we'll get to that toward the end of the video as well. So the Durgod Fusion, the unboxing experience, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was nothing special. I think it's probably because maybe this is a pre-production unit, and I would think that by the time the Kickstarter is done and they start shipping retail units and this thing becomes an in-stock item, I think the packaging will probably be a bit more special. But it was a little basic, which is no big deal. In the box you get the keyboard, a USB-C to USB-C cable, as well as a USB-C to USB Type A cable, so you can connect it to a laptop with a USB-C cable with both ends, or you can connect it to your desktop just as easily with the other cable. But the USB spot on this keyboard is on the left side, which is perfect for gamers, but it's big enough to fit pretty much any custom cable you want to throw in there. So if you want to use your own custom cable, you can. You may not need to though, because this keyboard is wireless and you can use it a few different ways. So you can use it with Bluetooth, or you can use it with the included dongle in the keyboard as well. And I say in the keyboard, I was looking for the dongle in the box when I took it out and I couldn't find it. And it took me maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes or so of using the keyboard, just being like, you know, where is this dongle? And I'm looking at the Durgod logo and it's raised up a little bit. So I popped it open, and inside the keyboard was the dongle. Because at first I was like, and that Durgod logo looks kind of cheap. What's going on there? So I raised it up and I'm like, oh wow, what a clever spot to put the dongle. So that was a nice little Easter egg they threw on there. That was pretty funny. And of course, after you take out the dongle, it does lay flush as well. So they kind of do that on purpose so that you know that your dongle is there. And the colorway I enjoy so much. Initially, when I first picked it up and I'm just feeling the plastic construction, I thought that it felt kind of cheap. But then at the same time, I went and I picked up my original NES, and honestly it feels like the exact same plastic, just 30 years newer, maybe longer than 30 years. I don't know. I wasn't born when the NES came out. I don't know how long ago it was, but this feels like a very similar plastic construction to that NES, just obviously newer plastic and less dust on it. So I understand fully what they were going for with this vibe. And then these keycaps, man, these are probably some of the best keycaps on an OEM keyboard I have tried yet. And that was like super refreshing because I just reviewed the Logitech G915, totally different kind of keyboard, but twice as expensive, and the keycaps were bad. These are probably some of the best that I've tried to date in terms of double shot PBT keycaps. The legends are printed perfectly. They feel super smooth. They rival, I would think, some aftermarket keycap sets that I've tried as well, and they're an absolute joy to type on. Speaking of typing, these are Cherry MX brown switches in this keyboard, and at first I was like, oh, I got the browns, yeah, I don't really like brown switches that much. And I'm using them and they're actually not that bad. They're pretty quiet, surprisingly smooth. I thought that they were gonna be a bit more scratchy because I've tried browns and some Corsair keyboards in the past. Maybe they've improved them over the maybe year or two that I've tried the last brown switch keyboard. And I'm pretty impressed with how good they feel. They feel almost lube, but not quite. But what definitely is lube are these stabilizers. These stabilizers are insanely good for a stock keyboard. They do lube them from the factory, and I think they sound pretty good. Let me know what you guys think after this sound test in the comment section below. In terms of the battery life, I don't know how big the battery is inside this one, but since it doesn't have RGB, I would imagine that the battery would probably last really long. Now, what you can do, obviously, to stretch your battery life as much as possible, there's this large switch right here to turn on and off the keyboard at the top right of the board. So if you want to extend your battery life as long as possible, just turn it off when you're done and turn it back on when you're ready to go. The performance of the keyboard while using it, I didn't sense any perceivable lag while using the Bluetooth or the dongle. So I don't really think that's a huge point of discussion. It just feels like any other normal keyboard that I've ever tried, with acceptable performance that's just about as good as every other wireless keyboard that I've tried that's meant for gaming or typing. So on Durgod's website right now, they said that you can get this keyboard for 50% off. Right about now, 50% off is looking like 50% of $200. At $200, I don't really know if I can recommend this keyboard. It's good. I wouldn't say it's $200 good though. For $100, this keyboard is a steal. For about 120 or 140 bucks, I think that this keyboard would be fairly priced. So what I'm hoping is, I don't know, maybe that's some marketing just to get people to sign up and buy it and take advantage of the savings. I hope that that's the case. For $200, this is a hard sell. I love the color scheme, and if you're looking for this kind of setup for yourself, it could be worth it. But at $100, this keyboard is a steal. At 140 bucks, this keyboard is fairly priced. So whenever they decide to sell this keyboard on Amazon or whatever, I hope it's priced around 140, 150 bucks max. But if you think you're interested in this keyboard, or you just happen to be looking for a wireless keyboard that has a little bit of a different theme or a little bit of a different look, be sure to cop this thing early for that $100 price point, because you won't be disappointed. This thing is really good. But all right, you guys, that is gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you have any other questions about the Durgod Fusion, feel free to join my Discord. Let me know what you guys think of the Fusion Pro. I think it's really good. I think it looks pretty cool. I love the theme that they've got going on. It just looks really sweet. And that's all I got for you guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. I'll catch you in the next video.